something is bound to happen. If you are serious and you cry for the divine or a teacher who has experienced the divine will appear. But only if you have a genuine pain in your heart, an ache that overtakes you morning, evening and night. If you go to bed for 3 days imagining yourself clinging to the feet of the divine and seeking the divine presence, something will happen. And when the Guru appears, something will definitely happen. This feeling is called bhakti or devotion, and it cannot be understood by intellect alone. It goes where the intellect cannot reach. Bhakti is something the heart accesses. Everything in life cannot be rationalized or put into structures. When we understand this, something will happen. A good guide to understanding this is the Bhagavad Gita. Each chapter is called a yoga. The first one is called Arjuna Vishada Yoga, or the state of confusion of Arjuna. This is where most of us are. We are at this stage. It took 10 chapters for Krishna to speak of bhakti to Arjuna. So, bhakti is not so easy to practice or understand. It is only when you feel true and sincere bhakti you can hope to experience the divine. Till chapter 10, Arjuna is under the impression that he is sitting with a friend, his brother-in-law. Only in chapter 10 does Krishna begin to tell him who he is. Among the seasons, he is spring. In the best of everything, one can find him. In chapter 11, he shows him the Vishwarupa Darshan. And in chapter 12, the merits of devotions are described by Krishna. Who is a good devotee? Sarva bhuta hi tera thaha. One who wishes everyone well. He is the good devotee. The one who can see the divine in every other being is the good devotee. So there is no Satan. Some people have more divinity in them, some others have less. There are also some people, though very rare, who are so full of divinity that others who go near that person can get the experience of being close to the divine. Of course, I am always cautious while saying this because such persons are very rare. We should be wary. All that we know of the world are through our 5 senses, and they bring limited understanding. Rational framework is built on this understanding, but there are other instruments of the perception. The third eye is the eye of wisdom connected to the heart. When you see with your heart, the whole framework changes. The Upanishads declare that the ultimate is where the mind cannot reach, and it is because of that the mind gets its capacity to think. When the mind settles down, when it understands this and is aware of its limits, then it is called surrender. Surrender is not to any person or being. You don't have to leave home to surrender. My guru would say, if you meditate in a cave for 13 hours daily for 13 years, how do you know you have overcome anger or jealousy? You cannot be jealous of a weed that's growing in the cave. Only when you get on a bus and someone kicks you, you'll know how much of your anger you have been able to control. Control is learned in this world, amongst people. It is true that the mind needs rest. for if it is occupied with small things. It cannot soar, but you can rest even in a crowd. That is surrender, which makes the Sthitapragya a person of equanimity. Thank you.